I hope you recognize the strains of music. How do you keep a wave upon the sand? How do you hold a moonbeam in your hand? Lines from The Sound of Music, which, by the way, is a 3-generation Day family favorite. John's dad, Lanny, loved Julie Andrews, and of course loved her in this role, as did our children, and we probably watched the movie 50 times. But as you know, Julie Andrews' character starts out as a nun and is not very good at her job. Well, those lines about the moonbeam and an ocean wave make me think of Sophia, our daughter, who was not too good at her job being an infant and toddler. But she did grow into being a great child and fantastic adult. She did, however, have to get over the fact that she was not God. Well, actually, all authority was really just an obstacle to get over. For example, she questioned, who were John and I to boss her around? And by the way, who told the Pope he could be the Pope? She thought God's job might be open, but at about 2 years old, she burst into tears, explaining she did not know how to make the clouds. Maybe she needed to stay with the rest of us and adjust to being on Earth. And so she did. In fits and starts. There was her older sister to contend with. She was bigger. She knew so much more. Got in the way constantly. But fairly soon, Sophia realized Julia was generous, very kind, and mild-tempered. Maybe Julia needed a protector. At the top of the slide, when a boy pushed Julia aside to get in front of her, Sophia came out of nowhere, walloped him right off the slide and into the air. As he landed, she said, "You can't get in front of my sister." No one ever did. Over time, the roles were reversed, changed back and forth, until they became the Day Sisters, a duo to be reckoned with. Dealing with teachers, grandparents, and parents was another challenge, but she overcame that by charming and manipulating all of us. She threw remarks like, "Well, Mom, it's not my fault. You made me." But she found her greatest peace and solace being with animals. First through reading about them in books at school and libraries, until the local librarian said, "We don't have any more books about animals." And so at 5, she got her first pet, a white rat called Ratty. And many of you saw Ratty in the pictures. Most of her friends grew to love him, but no one's parents ever loved Ratty. She made many handmade costumes, and there's a co-conspirator here, Nick Bremer, who helped her. I don't know where he is, but he's in those pictures. But Ratty was the prelude to Jessie, our German Shepherd mix, who Sophia got at about age 9 and became really the third sibling in our family. Her love and loyalty to pets is surpassed only by her loyalty to all her friends here tonight. I think we all agree you don't want to get on her bad side because she believes there's no reason to ever forget a grudge, and vengeance never dies. Luckily, she had other sources of joy. Dancing around the apartment, on the street, through the house, and luckily, as a 10 to 14-year-old, dancing with the National Dance Institute, along with some friends who are here tonight. And as many of you know, to Sophia, a word, a thought, an idea can be danced at any moment, at any place, and conveys so much more meaning than vowels and consonants. I lost my place. Hold on. We didn't number them. She also loved numbers. Her third grade teacher noticed her mathematical mind and created math challenges and packets he hid in a secret place so no one would see her picking up this special extra work. At home, she would comment endlessly about the similarities between digits, other revelations about numbers, combinations. She did choose to major in college in math and is now a data scientist. Sure. She eventually came back to seeing the family as less of a problem. And it was Sophia who once asked if her main criteria for college could be the furthest place from home. But who 2 years ago said, since we all live in New York City, shouldn't we live in the same building? The greatest love of her life, however, is Jake. We met Jake a few times over the years, and eventually, about 5 years after college, he called and said he would like to make their dating official. She said great, which confused all of us since he was about to move 2,000 miles away. In Montana, Jake got a master's degree in ethics, and in New York, Sophia got a master's in statistics. Jake came back to New York, and they were at last together in one place. At first, we would whisper, does he have any idea how stubborn she is? How quirky, how odd? When will he figure this out? And then they lived together, and we thought, uh-oh, surely he will say, I can't take it anymore. But instead, we started to learn that Jake is a little odd, too. As many of you heard in the speeches last night, and probably will hear more tonight. But that's only one of the many reasons we love him. John, Julia, Michael, and I feel truly blessed that Jake is now a part of our family. He and Sophia can be as weird as they want, and together they will catch moonbeams and watch the waves upon the sand.
Thank you very much, Nina. Let's hear it once again for Nina Day, the very proud mother of the bride.